Howdy there, fellas. I want to say hello to all you guys out there listening and watching us, except for those who are already enjoying, in quotation marks, anything pumpkin spice, especially you pumpkin spice seltzer drinkers. What's wrong with you?
That's real?
We're in the middle of a heat wave. Oh, yeah, they got seltzer pumpkin, man. It's ridiculous.
I've ever heard in my life.
Isn't it disgusting? Next,
That's
there's going to be
disturbing.
like pumpkin spice toothpaste. I bet they already have that. Never mind.
They might. Yeah, I'm
They-
sure they do.
I would have believed that before the seltzer.
Probably will, man. Yeah. Well, we got Kyle behind the screen for us, our producer there. We got, you heard, Ryan the Tagless Haynes and Matt IR Regan. And I am Disfat Bitch. Mac, if I didn't say that, I don't remember. Been in the sun a lot with coaching, so I'm a little dehydrated. Trying to keep the energy up for you guys, so I apologize. Yeah, I know. Should have some more water, except I'm having a lemonade margarita instead.
Got water in it.
What a change
It's
of
got-
events.
It's got ice. It's all
It's
good.
got ice.
We are recording this on August 25th, 2021. That's 15 days away from NFL kickoff on that Thursday night. The Bucks versus Dallas. Yeah, looking forward to it, man. Guys, you got to get your last minute. Well, you got 2 weeks to get your drafts in, but it's cutting close. It's a good time, man. How was you guys' drafts this weekend? We had one together. I know we had a few others. So, best experience with the drafts? You guys liking your teams? Regan, I'll start with you.
My team's better than your guys, so pretty good.
Ooh.
Other than Henderson, that I realized I got in our league, and I was a little disappointed. But I got Najee Harris, that's probably my favorite pick, and I've been doing a lot lately is second round grabbing Najee Harris. I just think he's going to have a crazy workload. He played the other day, got a nice catch up, and then went up the sideline for a big run. And Big Ben's looking better than anybody thought he would look. I'm pretty excited about him.
We got John Gruden here breaking down some film that nobody asked a question about, but appreciate it, Regan.
Thought this was a fantasy football podcast.
It is. You are right. You are correct.
I'll tell you my favorite moment of the weekend at our draft. Well, besides that, picking Los Angeles Rams quarterback Matthew Stafford. Really the highlight of the weekend.
Yeah, what round did you get him in?
Late enough. I don't know, 8th or 9th, something like that. Plenty of opportunity for Mr. IR over here to snag him up. Just kept passing on him.
Kept passing.
Tom Brady.
You phony fan. Yeah, I have Jalen Hurts in like all my leagues, and I'm not liking it. So I'm a little worried. I do have Tannehill at 1. But yeah, my favorite moment, getting Kamara in 5th overall. That was nice.
Okay.
All right.
You did get Stafford at 12th, by the way, Ryan. Holy crap.
Ooh.
Look at that.
Even better. Just a little cherry on top. Hey, Mac, I think if you watch any Eagles preseason, I think you can at least be reassured that Jalen Hurts will be the starter moving forward.
I do him secure, or his job is secure, so I guess I'm okay, at least for a little bit. But I might have to grab Cousins off the waiver water. No, not Joe
Waiver water?
Off the waiver wire.
This guy is parched.
He's hallucinating.
Take me out, coach. Can I interject one more time, guys? I did actually have one more thing that I was really, really excited about. I don't know if you guys remember, but I'm, I think, 4 years champ in Cornhole after the draft. Just saying.
Oof.
Yeah, Mac, you lost a lot. Ryan didn't even stay. He was like, I don't want to lose.
He doesn't want to lose. Yeah, I was not on my game. I was too busy kicking your ass in the draft, so it's all good.
Reeks, you're like focusing your energy towards the wrong thing. You should be signing up for Cornhole tournaments with Mac's brother there.
Mike's the man. It's all about fun. I destroy you guys on the draft, and I destroy you guys on the boards. It's a win-win-win because I'm usually drinking, so it's great.
We'll see, man. All right. We are going to get into the cup check for the wide receivers. If you check out episode 23 there, we broke down the top tier or top 20, kind of. Wide receivers there, we eliminated the top three, Stephon Diggs, Tyreek Hill, and Devontae Adams, in no particular order. But if you want to, you can check out our consensus and our individual rankings at our new website. Ryan Casperson has set us up. It's still a bit under construction. We're just starting out, trying to see, where we take this podcast, and just want to say thank you all for supporting us. We got the website up now, justthetipffp.com. You want to go check it out. We'll have it on our social media pages at justthetipffp on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. You can listen to us on YouTube and Apple, Spotify, Google, and Amazon. There's a lot more things, a lot more avenues to find us. So I'm trying to get used to it. Now I got to say a website.
Water and
water everywhere, but not a drop to drink.
Take me out, coach, except he's the coach, so he can't be taken out. Poor guy.
I hate the coach. I'm the left tackle. I keep you guys protected. I take all the hits. It's all good.
Okay, I can't take any more.
It's true. All right. I forget where I was. We're already off the rails. So let's just get into the cup check now. The wide receivers. So, Regan, who are we starting out with, and what consensus position are we doing?
So obviously, guys, this is a PPR rankings. We are going to start off with our 21th overall receiver in our consensus, and that is Antonio Brown, who I am way lower than you guys, and actually talked about it and lowered him more after having a conversation with you guys earlier. I am nervous about this guy. I haven't met. I'm not even going to say the number because it's almost disrespectful for the man. But I just think there's too many mouths to feed at this place, and I think Tampa, that being said, anyways, it's just, I feel like Tom Brady had to force him these passes last year. He pretty much forced his hand and made them sign him, knowing he's a problem child of the NFL. And Tom Brady had to make them feel like they couldn't regret the choice of bringing him in. It just makes me uncomfortable for the next season. I feel like he's definitely going to throw to him. He loves throwing to him, but I don't think he's going to force it as much. And with Evans and Godwin and Giovanni Bernard and all the other running backs and Gronk, and they're getting O.J. Howard back, there's so many mouths to feed. Ryan, I think you said you had a story on Antonio. Do you got anything good?
Yeah, before I get into that, I love Antonio Brown this year. Tom Brady welcomed this man into his home. What better connection can you make with a receiver than living with him for months? So I think these two have a good connection. I think last year when Brown was on the field with Evans and Godwin, he still got plenty of targets. He still got plenty of receptions. He had a very strong last month of the season. So if that last month is indicative of what we're going to see this year, I can certainly see him as high as where I have him at 18. I drafted him, just to back up what I'm saying, 7-1 at 73 overall in our draft. And then today, in my Dynasty League, I received a trade offer of Antonio Brown for Josh Palmer, the rookie receiver from the Chargers.
Oh.
I know this is Dynasty, but he's a pretty deep stash, and Antonio Brown is a pretty reliable receiver who's established. So let's just say I made that trade.
You did make that trade. Nice.
Oh, yeah.
I would have done it too. I do like Palmer, but yeah, I would have made that trade, especially if you're making a run for it this year. I would take the chance on Brown. You keep saying he has a great connection with Brady, but who's that guy he punched in the face? I think he had a better connection there.
Oh, definitely.
He's punched like 8. He chased down a UPS driver.
No, he just threw stuff at the windshield.
Too. He punched the Dallas guy. He ripped his helmet off and punched him in the face.
No, not Dallas. Not Dallas. Who was it? I can't remember. Not important. They're playing Dallas. So,
yeah, it was in joint practices.
But to play him the first game, there's not a joint practice. Moving
That's
on.
a great point.
I forget who it was. Somebody look that up. We are information overload with all our drafts and all these rankings to get it up on the website at justtipffp.com for you. So it's understandable. Yeah, I have him up at 26. I know we're kind of wide in our rankings with him, and I think I might have to move him down because he probably won't make the rest of the season. He'll probably get suspended somehow. So yeah. Moving on
God, I
though.
hope not.
Yeah, I hope not. I hope for your sake. Except I'm in that league with you, I think, if that's the one you're talking about. So,
Yep.
Nope, don't want that.
All right, I'm running. Let's go.
Let's
Next.
go. You go, Regan.
No,
Name
I'm
off like 3 names, and then we'll stop you if we want to talk about them.
Well, I was gonna do that so we could bang these out. We are gonna stop on it. Our next one though, Adam Thielen. We got to number 22.
We only get one spot. All right.
Well,
cool.
one spot. The next 3 I'll run through real quick. But Adam Thielen, I just want to bring up. I am the highest on him. I do not think he's going to have the crazy drop off compared to what people are saying. He hit 11 touchdowns, or it was 14. It was something ridiculous. I know it was double digits.
14.
It was 14. I know it was impressive. Obviously,
he says
he's not
confidently, but he's not sure. Go ahead.
Well, you know what I mean. The guy was a stud last year, kind of. He didn't get much in the receiving yards or catches, but he just had those touchdowns, which made him a great wide receiver to have last year. I think he's going to
something yards. So yeah, it was the red zone, the targets that really helped him out
big time. I just want to ask you guys: do you think he's still going to get double digits? Meaning that could be 10, that could be 11. Do you think it's going to fall off that much? I think this would change him with the outcome of Justin Jefferson being as good as he is. Irv Smith, like Ryan's brought up, could probably get a lot more touchdowns. Dalvin Cook's obviously going to be the guy to get the majority of the touches on this entire offense. I just can't see him falling that far, but everything is kind of pointing to it. So what do you guys think? Ryan, do you think he's going to get at least double digits?
I don't think he gets double digits. I have him projected at 8 touchdowns. I think there's a bit of a drop off. I think just with my fascination with Irv Smith and age, the drop off there. I think 14's a high number. Double digits at what's he going to be? 33, 34. Like double digits touchdowns, kind of a high guess too. So I'm going to take the safe pick and say 8 touchdowns, and he's somewhere in the wide receiver 2, low end wide receiver 2, high end wide receiver 3 category.
I like that. Mac, anything on him?
Yeah, I concur. Move on.
I like it. All right, so let's get to number 23. We'll go Deontay Johnson. Great receiver for the Saints. Has a little bit of a problem. Oh, my God, Saints. Steelers has a little bit of a problem with touchdowns, but he's a great PPR receiver. He gets his catches. Next, 24, Chase Claypool, who's on the same exact team, and I am nervous about because of injuries. I think he's a stud on this team. He had 11 touchdowns last year, up and coming, yet he's already had 2 injuries in preseason. Does this make you guys nervous at all? Both these injuries have been on deep passes and him diving for the ball and landing awkwardly. Any nerves about this or anything?
No.
No.
Simple yes or no.
Yeah, he's a playmaker, man. I'm going to take the shot on him.
Yeah, I'm not saying the shot away. Yeah, go ahead,
I have a couple shares of him in Dynasty, so I'm reaching high here. I'm putting him where I want him to be. Let's just say that.
All righty. I like it. All right, number 25, we have DJ Moore of Carolina. Now, he did have a back injury, which is very sketchy, especially for a wide receiver. He is already practicing. I saw that. Not practicing at full, obviously, but he's back at practice, working on the sidelines, stretching out, jogging, so on. It's a good thing that he's not being sent home. Maybe this wasn't as bad as we might think. I think he still should be the word is he should be back in time for week 1. Number 26, Brandon Aiyuk, who I'm actually really excited about, but I cannot get in drafts. I don't know about you guys, but I've had the worst time He just goes too early for me. I think it's like 4th, 5th round.
Ooh.
I think he's a stud though. Can be a stud if he gets his touches and stays healthy. You agree, Mac?
Yeah, I got him. I got him in the 6th round. When I was on the
okay.
back. Yeah, with the start of the 6th. So I got him on the turn. So yeah, I'm hoping he does well. And then I wanted Trey Lance to stack those points for later on, but somebody sniped Trey Lance before I could. So I'm just waiting for him to drop. It wasn't you though.
I have in like 3 other leagues, so I was like,
I know, different one.
I've actually been grabbing a lot of Justin Fields just because I know he's going to be the starter earlier, and Trey Lance, who knows the shenanigans that will go on over there, and what running back's going to get hurt, and so on. What this team's going to look like in a couple months or a couple weeks. That being said,
all right, we're talking about wide receivers here, man.
You're killing me, Smalls.
You just wanted to use that drop.
Exactly.
You guys got anything else on Brandon Aiyuk?
No,
I wanted
I
to
think
talk
guys,
about Trey Lance, but
Brian, continue before.
I think Brandon Aiyuk has the potential to get to where I ranked him at 21. I would rather see him in a flex position just because we don't really know, like you said, Reeves, what that offense is going to look like. We don't know necessarily who the quarterback is going to be throughout the year. So if you can get Brandon Aiyuk and put him in your flex 6th round, I think where Matt got him, I think that's really good value for him.
Definitely a flex wide receiver, a good high upside wide receiver at that. Let's drop to number 27, Curtis Samuel, who might be one of the most interesting wide receivers that we might talk about today. Just with the opportunity with moving to Washington, having Meatloaf, Ryan Fitzpatrick as his quarterback, him being part of the run game in Carolina. Very interested to see if Washington does the same, which I would love, and definitely brings up his value. He is injured as of right now. Does he get back for week 1? Do we know?
yeah, they took him off the PUP list, I think, last week. So he'll be all right. I think they're just being very cautious with him. He's reunited with Ron Rivera and the offense coordinator. The name is escaping me, but we went more in depth with him back in our Washington breakdown. Yeah, I like Curtis Samuel a lot. I do have him in one. I think they're going to use him more effectively and get him in the end zone more. Or that's the hope anyway. So yeah, projecting. I think my projections are a bit too low on him, but that was with his injuries as well. So I wasn't sure how many games he would miss. But yeah, I like him a lot. I hope he does well, man.
Like it.
Yeah, I think the big difference with me for Curtis Samuel is just the flexibility and how you can use him. I think Ron Rivera gets very creative in how he's involved in the offense, and I think rushing yards, rushing touchdowns can kind of elevate him into that wide receiver 2 category.
So number 28, I'm going to make this a 3-parter. Obviously, it's going to be somebody from Cincinnati. So at 28, we have T. Higgins. At 33, we have Tyler Boyd, and to finish it off at 37, we have Jamar Chase, the rookie. I am, according to my rankings, I'm a little bit lower on T. Higgins, but I think I'm moving up after seeing what we've gotten from Jamar Chase in these preseason games. I am a little nervous of this. I'd love to see this last preseason games when Joe Burrow plays. I believe, Ryan, you said that Joe Burrow's starting. So that's huge, and I think that's something we should all take a look at. The whole offense, including Mixon and whatnot. But T. Higgins, I think he's going to have a great year, especially if Jamar Chase is kind of slowed into the role of, he didn't play a whole season. He took a whole last year off of college, jumping into a new team, obviously the NFL, higher speed. Just nervous about Jamar Chase. So between T. Higgins at 28 and Tyler Boyd at 33, I'm a lot higher on them than Chase. Do you guys agree? Ryan, start with you.
T. Higgins, I have him ranked the highest out of all of us, which is just outside of the wide receiver 2 category. Another guy who I think would be a really, really good flex option. Tyler Boyd, I am not very high on this year just because of the target share. So I have him closer to that wide receiver 4 category. which I agree like might be a little bit low for him, but I'm just not super high on him. And then Jamar Chase, I have no idea what to do with Jamar Chase right now. The dude is slipping in drafts hard, and he had 3 targets to him last preseason game. He dropped them all. I guess 2 of them were like supposedly right in his hands. So I think this week, seeing him with Joe Burrow, let's see how he can bounce back. And I have no idea. I'm staying away from him, that's for sure.
Yeah. I mean, I believe back in episode 3, our most impactful players, we brought up Jamar Chase, most impactful rookies, excuse me. I was saying Jamar Chase is going to struggle at the NFL level, taking a year off. I didn't have the most faith in him, and now all the professional fantasy analysts are saying so. They're catching up to me. They're also catching up with somebody else that we'll talk about in a bit too. So I'm not saying that I told you so, but watch out.
Maybe we'll get to it.
They're definitely watching these underground fantasy football podcasts.
They really are. They're ripping us off. It's like comedians when they go to the ones that are scouting out the lesser known comedians at different comedy clubs, and then they take their jokes. Yeah, it's exactly what's happening. Mine you, CBS.
Ryan, you notice how Mac always brings up the stuff you got right?
Yes. Why would I bring up the stuff I got wrong? Why?
Of course.
We're an
Call
honest.
me out on it, and I'll admit it. I won't shy away from it. It's fantasy football. A little side note, okay? Don't die on a hill with somebody. If you're wrong, you're wrong. Admit it, okay?
Agreed.
If it turns out that Jamar Chase does light up the world and does great, then fine. I'll be like, no, I totally was wrong. But right now I'm right, so I'm going to take a victory lap.
I like it, buddy. All right, that's enough with Cincinnati. Other than I do suggest we all watch that game because that's going to be quite interesting for fantasy, especially if you're drafting a little bit later. Next one, 29, Robbie Anderson, who just got a new deal.
Yeah, 2 years, right?
Yep, 2-year deal. I think it was $21 million. Don't quote me on that one. That's just kind of a guess. Anyways, them giving him this deal is telling him himself that they want to keep him there and they want him to be part of this moving forward. I think that's a great opportunity for him. Does have Sam Darnold throwing to him, so I don't know what that means. They probably had to pay him just to keep him on the team. In general, he probably just was like, I'm going to go home because that could be bad. Rambling, but I am nervous. I do think if Sam Darnold is as good, well, I shouldn't say good, but a decent quarterback, Robbie Anderson is definitely going to produce on this team. We all obviously brought up DJ Moore having that back injury that could skew at least the stats in the beginning of the season for Robbie Anderson. And of course, with Christian McCaffrey coming back, this would really open up the field. I know Mike Davis last year did a great job at that, but nobody's like Christian McCaffrey, so I could see him helping him out a little bit. Mac, what do you think about Robbie Anderson?
I like him. He just needs to get in the end zone, man. So hopefully they can. The Carolina Panthers, man, they struggled to score in the end zone. I think they're the lowest receiving touchdown core in the past couple seasons. So, yeah, I mean, I'm taking late flyers later. Not really that late, but later flyers because of his yardage and receptions. And now that they invested in him, I like that. That's good news. So hopefully they utilize him well. You got anything, Ryan?
I think that McCaffrey's going to take away some targets. I think Terrace Marshall's looking fantastic, so he might take away some targets.
Yeah. Terrace Marshall looks great, man.
Yeah, so I'm not low on Robbie Anderson. Just again, like target share, I think just naturally kind of reduces how efficient he is. Another great, if you're in a 2-flex league, if you can fill him in as your second flex, you should feel pretty good about yourself.
Yep.
I like it. And that's pretty much where we're getting with these, after you hit like 25 or so, 26, like these are all great third receivers, great flexes with high upsides, a lot of them. I like the next one, Brandon Cooks at 30. I think he has some great upside. Mac was high on him from the beginning.
Whoa. I wasn't high on him. I'm just saying.
Oh, you loved him.
number one wide receiver on the team.
It makes sense, man.
And he gets over 1,000 yards. He does pretty well. He ranks into the low 20s. I would definitely not hate him on my team. That's for sure.
Definitely got a share of him. I think he's and Ryan on it.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on with me and Brandon Cooks. We got a weird relationship, man. Like,
Oh, you know him. That's cool.
I was hating on him at the beginning of this podcast. I ranked him. I still ranked him higher when I was ranking him, and I ranked him 38th, and I still drafted him in our league over guys I had ranked above him. I reached for him. I don't even know what I'm doing with Brandon Cooks, but when we were at the draft, I'm like, all right, wide receiver 1 generally stays healthy. This is going to be basically my first bench spot. So I want a guy that can be reliable. So that's why I took him. But I reached for Brandon Cooks after all that.
You got in his head.
You did well. All right.
Undrafted to 6th round.
All right. So that's pretty much. I'm going to do a couple more. We'll kind of do it speed rounds. 31, we have Odell Beckham. I think we're all on the same page as if he can come back and be healthy after his injury plague season, pretty much the past 2 years. If he can come back and do something, he's going to be a decent wide receiver 3, at least with that team, Cleveland, that is. 32.
I find myself passing on him. Sorry, every time he comes to me, and I'm just like, you know what? No, I'm gonna take somebody else here. I don't know. I'm not in love with taking him at his ADP right now.
At that point in the draft, and you haven't seen him practice yet. Obviously, he hasn't played for a while. You can't waste that pick. Not that it's a waste. It could have some high upside, obviously, but it's just too much.
That's fired.
Yeah, Odell kills me. Number 32. Will you let me get to 32?
I'm sorry, his overall ranking 70. I just wanted to say that. Overall ranking right now. So yeah, I'm all set. I'll take the upside on somebody else instead.
Pretty sure I said this could continue around.
Anyways. All right, we got a few more minutes here. Hurry up, go.
All right, Cortland Sutton. Teddy Bridgewater is now the starter. Cortland Sutton moves up in my rankings. I don't know about you guys. Jerry Jeudy is definitely moved up as well. And I think with that news coming out today, he'll probably be moving up in all our rankings. You guys agree? Jerry Jeudy, that is, moving up?
Yeah, when I ranked these guys, I was assuming Locke would be the starter. But now that they announced it, I'm ready to bump them up. Jeudy is going to be higher than Cortland Sutton for me, though. They are right now for me. They still will. Probably separated by like five spots. But, yeah, Jerry Jeudy looks good, man. And if he gets Teddy Bridgewater, who is decent, accurate, getting him in stride, I love it. Grab Jeudy.
Ryan, do you have Jeudy ahead of Cortland as well after this update?
I think Jeudy is more talented than Sutton. I don't know if he surpasses him this year, but definitely next year. I think Jeudy with the right quarterback can be an absolute stud.
Great. I think, Mac, you had the right idea too, where you said they're about five spots apart in general in your rankings, or going to be. I think Cortland Sutton does have the upper hand just with not having Jerry Jeudy's got that deep threat, but he's kind of relies on it compared to what Cortland Sutton's game's about.
Yeah, Cortland Sutton's been looking slow, I guess, so I don't think he's going to bounce back that well. And, yeah, I'm high on Jerry Jeudy. I have him before this. I still have Jerry Jeudy ranked higher. But yeah.
I don't know. I like it. All right, we already said 33. Just a reminder, though, it was Tyler Boyd. 34, Kenny Golladay. He is back at practice, guys, announced today. He is just on the sidelines. Kind of like what I said about DJ Moore. He's doing warm-ups, stretching, so on. But he's back with the team, so this is great. He is going quite low. Kenny Golladay could be something special. I think we all need to move him up a little bit. What do you think, Mac?
Nope.
Ooh.
I'm all set with the Giants offense, man.
I like that short and sweet. Ryan.
Yeah, I agree with Mac. I'm not moving them up. We're talking about a team that had Evan Ingram, and Evan Ingram had 1 touchdown last year in a almost fully healthy season. Kenny Galladay could just fall in that same boat.
Pretty sure Evan Ingram had like the most targets on that team as well.
Yeah, if you look back, he had a ton of catches, ton of yards, 1 touchdown.
Yeah.
And they didn't have Saquon. So what happened?
So Kenny Galladay, man, I don't know.
You know, they used their big signing in the offseason. So I think we mentioned it before. Just how the teams protect their investments. We saw it with McCaffrey last year. He could have played. He said he could have played, but if they're injured, they tend to keep him out. They're protecting their investments, man. So yeah, I'm just a little cautious. I don't have him starting a full season. So yeah, that's why I'm not really moving him up.
I do look at it a little differently though when you mentioned like Christian McCaffrey. He's somebody that was already established at the team. He wasn't new. I think with these other players such as Julio or Odell when he was new to Cleveland, and Kenny Galladay, they want to show their fans that they spent their money and they put it in the right spot. They're going to try to get these guys to play as much as possible, and whether it's through a little bit of an injury, maybe they do so and kind of push them a little bit. I think when it comes to somebody that's already established, they are going to save them. But that's just my thought.
Yeah.
All right, boys. What do you think? One more player for each of us, and then
Yeah. Let's. We're at 30
I was
minutes
going
right
to go
now.
one more. I like it though.
All right. Let's go. Who do you got, Regan? Who do you want to highlight here?
Well, obviously it's the next guy, Corey Davis at 35.
Oh, that was my guy.
Well, let's just do this one. Let's all talk about him.
You want to double team this one right here?
Oh, let's do work.
I want none of it. I want none of this double team. I'm gonna pass.
You are really. No, you're not really low.
No, I'm not. I'm fine with Corey Davis. I'm just bad with any of the teams that you guys
did these a little while ago, and my update, mine haven't been updated since their last preseason game, which was insane. And somebody's doing a little bit better than everyone thought. Zach Wilson. And
what's that? The most accurate rookie quarterback of them right now? Okay, yeah,
how
him.
can you even prove that? He's
That's
the only
all
one
sad.
starting. He's the only one playing with the wide receiver ones for the most part.
Okay, but in the preseason, he's been the most accurate out of all the rookie quarterbacks. Definitely ain't Trevor Lawrence, man, because he has somebody in his face right away.
Yeah,
I've been telling you guys, the Jets. Now all the experts are listening to our podcast. There's snake taken from me, and yeah, Corey Davis. Somebody sniped him last draft. Who was that guy? Oh, that prick Connolly taking Corey Davis before I could get him. Oh my god, dude!
Second plug in Tupac.
Conley, man.
Taking it as flattering. He's taking my advice. He's taking my tip nicely. He's handling it well. It just kind of hurts me too.
Yeah.
So butthurt. The thing is, we were all high on him. So go ahead,
Ryan. What do you got?
Got some
Ryan,
or something going on.
Do you want to highlight anybody coming up?
I do. I just want to make note. Don't forget about guys like Russell Gage, and don't forget about guys like Darnell Mooney, because I'm looking at these drafts, and the guys I'm seeing come off the board in both of my leagues that I've drafted in, McCole Hardman, Jacoby Myers, like these are guys that are going before Darnell Mooney and before Russell Gage. Don't do it. Go with those two guys. Mooney's upside, especially if Justin Fields gets an opportunity, is really, really high. So, food for thought.
I draft last night. I grabbed Darnell Mooney and then finished it off with what's his name from the Pats? You just said, oh my god,
Jacoby Myers.
Jacoby Myers.
I finished the last pick, Jacoby Myers. Naeem Hines was still there, and J.D. McKissick. I was like, what's going on?
Did Russell Gage go? Did somebody draft Russell Gage?
I think I did.
Okay, because if I see somebody pass on Russell Gage and pick Jacoby Myers again, I'm gonna lose it.
No, I would never do that.
Russell Gage is in an offense that throws 600 plus times a year. And Jacoby Myers right now is Cam Newton. And maybe a rookie quarterback. So come on, people. Let's use our brains here.
Don't sleep on McCorkle, man. He'll be slinging it for Jacoby Myers as well. So
I'm just sleeping on Myers a little bit.
okay.
Guy's not an extravagant talent, you know.
I think I'm passing on Myers. I think I can do better. Like you said, Russell Gage with the huge upside. And you know what all right, we kind of tag teamed Corey Davis there. T.Y. Hilton, I took in the 15th round, my last pick. I'm like, you know what, or 14th, whatever it was. I was just like, yeah, all right, he's there. I'm going to take him, see what happens. Don't have much faith, but hey, take a shot on somebody like that.
He went way too early in like 2 of my drafts.
Yeah, some other ones he did for me too, and I was just like, okay, 15th round, yeah, why not?
That's the difference in the draft. You gotta be smart.
Somebody with a better offense. Like if you think Cam Newton is gonna be run heavy and stuff, take a chance on somebody with a better offense, better schedule. Colts have to play the Texans twice and the Jaguars twice, so take the upside there, I would say. All right, that'll do it for us here. So you can check out these rankings at Just a Tip. ffp.com, and then you can check out our social medias. Give us a follow. We'd really appreciate it. Instagram, Twitter at Just a Tip FFP. Find us on Facebook at Just a Tip, a fantasy football podcast. And as always, follow our videos on YouTube, and follow our YouTube channel, and like our videos. That would be better. And comment, leave us a comment, see what you think on the rankings, disagree, agreements. Engage with us, man. We really appreciate it. You guys got anything?
Questions. All I want to say is your necessarily outro to where everyone can find us would be like the Star Wars credits. Getting lengthy. You guys can find us pretty much anywhere. Just saying.
Almost anywhere. Except TikTok. We're not there.
Oh, God.
One day.
You guys want to take over the TikTok channel?
My wife.
Because I sure as hell don't. We can't afford her. I still don't know how you afford her.
I just can't find my paychecks.
She has expensive taste. I'm just kidding. She's great. Thank you, Mrs. Regan, hosting us. Making sandwiches. They love it. Appreciate it. All right, you guys have a good night. Check us out. Just a Tip. ffp.com.
I think that was like a Nickelodeon and like a commercial back in the day.
It's Expedia.
Oh yeah, Expedia.
Yeah.
Oh, it was probably on during.
Well, Dak, here's the deal. I'm the best there is, plain and simple. I mean, I wake up in the morning, I piss excellence.